So I'm Aaron, this is Emma.
And I'm Emma, this is Aaron. As you can see, I don't know if that's obvious enough, but we are now officially married.
Bling.
On the 14th of last month. So we're gonna do a couples Q&A.
Yeah, a lot of people's been asking us.
Yeah, okay.
A lot of different questions. We thought we could just answer everybody in one video.
Yep.
Go
ahead.
I'm trying to think of what else to say. I hope y'all liked our new intro.
Yeah.
But yeah, you wanna start us off?
Sure. Okay, so the first question was, how was the wedding?
The wedding was really fun. I enjoyed myself. Before the wedding, I knew some people was gonna get me frustrated. I just knew. So there was a little bit of frustration at first. But overall, it was a beautiful wedding. Seeing some people cry, I got a little teary-eyed myself. I was happy that I can be myself throughout the whole wedding.
Yeah.
And nobody was really, you have to act like this.
That's because it's our day.
It was very not traditional. It was us. So
it was
really fun.
And my bridesmaids and I did a little flash dance. I'll insert a clip. We just did a little dance.
It was a good dance. My nephew sang.
Yep.
Had me all teary eyed. I took a shot. The wedding was amazing, bro.
It wasn't as stressful. Like people say, planning a wedding is stressful.
No, it was easy.
It really wasn't. The most stressful part was once we got there, setting stuff up and figuring out what we want stuff where. I lead a little bit of a control person. So, but I feel like I was not as controlling as I totally could have been, but so I feel like it was not
it was easy.
Especially if we had a year to plan, yeah. So
people's like, oh, planning a wedding is so stressful. Everything was.
And we have such similar tastes.
Done,
he said I want this, I said same. I said I want this, he said same. So we never really butt heads over anything that we wanted.
Easy. The only thing that was was my suit.
Yeah.
But that's because couldn't envision what it would look like. But as soon as I got it though.
I did say when I saw the picture, I said I like that. I did.
Nope,
I said I like that.
Not lying.
It's really good.
All right, the next question: who's most likely to run out of gas? 100% me.
We have some funny questions.
I've actually done it twice.
Yeah.
One time we was actually driving to school, and what happened exactly?
The car literally just stopped. You were pulling over and it was like,
oh, that wasn't cool.
It's okay. Stop.
That was a good one. It was funny though. We laughed the whole time though.
Yeah, it was really funny. I was very late to class. I was 20-30 minutes late to class.
I usually get there right on the money. Cause I'll be playing with my time a little bit. She doesn't really play with her time.
I hate doing that.
But
so stressful.
As far as class goes, I get there when I get there.
Could not be me. Okay, what's one thing you will never do no matter how mad you get at each other?
For me, I'm never going to sleep upset. That's a no growing up for me. So that's one thing I would never do.
I'll never cheat.
No matter how upset you are.
No matter how upset.
You ain't gonna cheat. Good answer, Steve. That's it?
Yeah.
That's all?
Yeah. Should there be more?
That doesn't mean we're going to do other stuff. That's just one answer.
Yeah, oh yeah.
What's one thing that we won't / can't agree on?
Kids' names.
Yep. I was thinking the same thing.
Flip the card. What is the weirdest thing your partner does?
The weirdest thing. I think I'm immune to all the weird things that she do at this point. If I didn't know about the teeth situation and he just pop it out.
Yeah.
If I didn't know about that, I'm like, what the heck was that? I'll probably do that, but that's not weird to me. So weird thing that she sucks rocks.
I used to do that. I haven't done it in probably like 14 years.
That's not the weirdest thing that you do.
Well, that's not do. That's now you gotta talk about past tense.
Okay. Did. We'll say did.
Yeah, because I don't do that anymore.
If we do did, I have a lot of things that.
Well, no, since you said that wasn't the question.
Well, let's do did then, because like we're immune to each other's weirdness.
Oh, I know I have one.
Oh, for me? What? Yeah. How loud my phone is?
Yes. He always sits with his phone this close to his face, full volume, for no reason at all. I would be over there watching something, and I have it like half because I don't want to disturb him. He'll get on his phone all the way up, for no reason.
I gotta hear it and enjoy it.
For no reason.
It's for a
all
reason.
The way up.
I gotta hear it.
And then another thing,
the same way you don't want to work for food, I don't want to work to hear my stuff.
Read the captions, turn the captions on. No, I'm kidding. And then another thing is like when he cuddles me at night, especially like when I'm laying on my back and then he's laying like on my chest with his arm around me. He always squeezes me, like literally squeezes, and I'm like too tight, and so he'll let go, but then he'll like adjust and squeeze again. So I always have to grab his hand and just put it on the bed because like I literally cannot breathe. Because you always. I'm
just trying to show my love and affection, y'all. That's all I'm trying to do.
But I can't sleep being suffocated.
I'm really trying to make us one person.
And I'm like, I'll say too tight or can't breathe, and then he'll just. That's another thing.
Let me see one thing that.
Oh, I have another one. I guess these aren't the weirdest things. I guess it's just like things that annoy me. Every time he gets out of the bed, he whips the covers off and always takes them off me.
Hey.
And so when he gets out of bed, I have to stop the covers because he always whips the covers and then it's like a cold breeze air.
But you like cold air.
Not when I don't want it.
But you like it.
But it's just like, I don't want the covers off me. And then
I can't think of nothing weird.
So I guess the things I've said aren't weird. I guess they're just funny to me.
Oh, here we go. I guess this isn't really weird, but it's something that she does. She'll be like, so she wants me to have everything that I want.
Yes.
Like, so she'll have an opinion in mind, but she'll negate from her opinion so that I can have what I want. So she'll be like, babe, what do you want to eat? And then I'd be like, I don't care. And I'm like, what you want? She'd be like, I don't care either. And then I'll mess with her and be like, okay, I will purposefully say something that I know that she doesn't want. And then she'll be like, well, I don't want that. And I'll be like, well, you said it's whatever I want. And you'd be like, you don't actually want that.
Yeah, I do that.
That's one thing. Another thing that she does is she'll say that she doesn't want something to drink. And then I'll get a Sprite.
No, because you always get. You know I always want.
And then I'll get a Sprite, and then she'll drink my Sprite.
Well, I always want something that I like.
What's the biggest adjustment you had to make?
Probably like doing the laundry, figuring out like a schedule for that, because obviously it's double laundry. It's not a load for one. It's not like a one, your single amount of clothes. So that is kind of, because I would always do my laundries on Sundays, but we have to do our laundry twice a week because it's obviously we have double the amount of clothes.
Mm-hmm.
And also, I like things a certain way. So like when we first were moving my stuff in, I was kind of being a little like controlling, but I feel like I'm not like that anymore. Just like getting situated.
I will say it was very annoying. The biggest adjustment I had to make, I'm happy you said what you said, was her having a say so what happens in the room.
I love having to say.
That's the biggest adjustment I had to make.
We had a pillow situation.
A pillow fight.
We had a pillow fight. There's one pillow that, well, the way we make the bed, he likes it a certain way, and I like it a certain way. We were like moving pillows around
for like 10 minutes.
No, this is so stupid. So then I hid the one pillow that I didn't want where he wanted it, but he found it.
Yeah, I was
so now we just make the bed his way.
I texted him, I said, You ain't slick. Where you put the pillow? Because I
said,
come
"Mommy."
home from somewhere, and the pillow is just missing. I'm like, where did she put this pillow? So I look in they have another closet, and I just put the pillow back.
I threw it in there. I tried to hide it in there.
Right, yeah.
And he said, whoever makes the bed gets to choose how they want it.
I feel like that's fair.
But I don't care anymore. Like, we use that pillow. We have it. I make it your way. What did you do for your honeymoon? Wow, that one went really far.
Question is, what didn't we do?
We didn't have a honeymoon.
It was non-existent. But what we did do is we had a surprise vacation extravaganza. It wasn't really extravagant, but
it was so on the fly. We just went back to Vegas.
My hometown.
That's where he's from. That's why it's not a honeymoon, because we've been there. It is a vacation because like we're not in our own home, but it's not a vacation because we're not.
That's what family is.
Yeah. Some people probably say that's a honeymoon, but we don't consider it a honeymoon.
We also went to a track meet.
Yeah, we also did. He ran in track meet.
Yeah, that was fun.
On the way back, yeah.
It was very relaxing. What's the earliest and favorite memory that you have of each other?
So the earliest one, I'm pretty sure we have.
It's gonna be the same one.
I'm pretty sure the earliest. Get a good one. Too much power. I think the earliest is gonna be our same one. Well, so let's say it on 3. We think it's gonna be the same thing.
2 words.
1, 2, 3.
Awkward
First meeting.
hug.
Same thing. Okay, it was the same thing. We just said 2 different words. So the first time, like, we interacted, like the first time I met him for real, and it was an awkward hug.
It was very awkward.
And that would probably be like the very, very first time.
Yeah, because we never talked to each other until
literally. He always used to do this thing where he would always give side hugs, but the way he went into them was like this.
No, it was more like a.
It was like
it's obvious it's a side hug.
When it was
that's a side hug.
When we're walking towards each other, and I'm like, I think that's him. I'm gonna say hi, and we're walking towards. So you're walking towards him with your arm already out.
It was more like a.
So I'm.
There's a curve in there.
There was no curve. So I think.
It was like this.
So I think, basically.
No.
So I think, he wants to do like a little handshake, we see we're on the same team. It was not that. It was a hug. So I stick my hand out, and then he does a whoop, and then does a side hug.
But I look at that hand.
And then goes like into a side hug.
First,
and I was like, my bad.
I look at her hand. That's what I do. So I'm looking at her hand like, what you doing with that hand?
And then I like ran away. Literally, I pretty sure like sped walked away.
Yeah. And then she DMs me.
And then like, I'm so sorry. That was so awkward.
And that was the beginning of our friendship. It was funny though.
It was so funny.
It was funny.
How long were you engaged before you were married?
11 months and 29 days.
Yeah, a year.
A year, basically a year. Yeah. Good times. A lot of within that year there was a lot of fun.
Yeah, it was fun.
Like I don't know. We didn't take the whole 12 months to plan the wedding though. Like it probably took it. Cause like we talk about all this stuff before we're like even engaged.
And like I said before, we have really similar tastes.
Yeah, so
we didn't argue about things.
So we talked about little colors, blue and yellow, boom, easy.
That's probably
done.
what people get stressed out about is their husband, wife, whatever, fiance, whatever, doesn't agree, so they have to compromise, and we really did not. The only thing was like a venue. That was the hardest thing.
Yeah.
Because we didn't know if we wanted to do Vegas here. So we did the middle, but then it was hard to find something in the middle.
And price.
Which we did, and so that was probably the hardest thing, just because our families are not from the same area. If our families were from the same area, it'd be way easy.
It would have been cake. Who is most likely to forget their items at the grocery store?
So like both of us.
Yeah, I've actually done it before.
I've done it too. I've only done it once, and I was really annoyed. Yeah. I was like, where the heck is it?
Oh, like you got all the way home?
Yes.
Oh, I just got to the car.
No, I got all the way home, and I was like, I swear I had 2 bags, and I had 1 bag.
I left the store and I didn't bring no bags. I just paid for it. I just walked out, and I was like, I got to my car and I'm like, I was supposed to have something in my hand. I go back. I'm like, was there like a bag of food? And the grocery lady was like, yep, these are yours right here. I don't know how you did that. And like walking away with it. It was pretty funny.
That's funny. And then there was a time, you can flick it. He had some pants that were in the back of his car in a bag, and then we had groceries. And he brought in, we had 2 bags of groceries and then his pants that were also in like a shopping bag. And he grabbed the pants and groceries, and we come in, put it on the table. He goes and does his podcast, and then I'm trying to make dinner, and I'm like, where the heck is the sauce? And I'm looking at and I text him, and I'm like, you only brought 1 bag in. He left the other bag of groceries in the car and brought the pants in.
I would have been swearing up and down I brought both if she didn't say the pants was there. I would have swore up and down I brought both groceries in. Like I would have been arguing about it.
Yeah. We have petty arguments a lot.
Very petty arguments.
And it's so stupid.
It's very dumb. It's like...
But we get over it.
Yeah.
We get over it by... One of us does something goofy. And then we just like get over it. Unless you're still mad. And then you play your game and then you're fine.
I definitely stay mad longer.
What's your favorite thing to do with your partner? Everything?
Everything? You gotta name it specific.
I like to do crafts with him. I like to say I brought out his creative side, and now you have like brung up the ideas of doing like crafts and stuff. And so I like to do that kind of stuff with you. His idea was to make a blanket.
I don't think you brought out my creative side. I think you brought out my crafty side.
Okay, yeah, that's what I meant to say. Yeah, that's what I meant to say.
Because
you're very creative.
I'm creative in a different way.
Yeah.
But yeah, she for sure brought out my crafty side though. Like I did not.
Yeah, I definitely meant to say crafty.
Do crafts.
He likes to play games, so like on the PlayStation, and so we gotta play It Takes Two.
We played that one
again.
game. Yeah, we played It Takes Two.
We finished a lot of games together just playing.
We finished
Sackboy. It Takes Two and Sackboy. I really like everything that I do with you.
I'm trying to pick a favorite. I'm trying to think of something that I introduced you to.
He only take things more serious. Like, if I want to do something, like, okay, what are the steps we're going to do what you want to do? Like that. He's got a really good work ethic, and so...
Nah, he's just hyping me up at this point.
Well,
My favorite thing to do with you. So there was phases. Before we were dating, when we were just like in the dating stage.
Before we were dating, we were just friends?
Before we were exclusive. My favorite thing to do was to talk about random stuff. That was my favorite thing to do. When we were exclusive, I would say to do new things that neither of us have done. So like something that we still got to do is go to the cake?
Mm-hmm. Make a cake. No, frost a cake. Decorate a cake. Yeah. Cake. I don't know what it's called. Something like that.
I really enjoyed looking at houses.
I always did too, so that was a common thing.
Looking at houses and just
think about our future.
Yeah, like stuff like that. Right now,
since we've been married, we've been very busy.
Yeah.
And our schedules are so opposite. He works in the mornings. When he gets off work, I am already at work, and then I work evenings. Yeah. And then we come home. It's like 8, 9 o'clock.
Well,
and it's like
time to get ready for bed.
You just like are winding down for the night.
I would say my favorite thing to do the past year and a half, because we're still really busy, was to just have like a random date night. That was really fun.
Picnic on the floor has been my favorite so far.
So far.
Twice doing it, yeah, I like it.
Mm-hmm. Just because it's hard to like do fun stuff when you're super busy. Yeah. Both of us are athletes. Both of us are in school. Both of us work.
And obviously we got to grind during the summer because it's harder to work during the school year.
Yeah, sure. Those are my favorite things to do. Right now, my favorite thing to do is just relax and watch TV.
Yeah, we that's like I would say right now.
Last question.
Mm-hmm.
When do you want kids, and how many do you want?
That was your best flick. Personally, probably 1 to 3 years after we graduate. 3 or 4.
3 or 4. For me personally, I turned 23. 3 or 4 years from now. When I'm like 26 or 27.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, same.
And how many? Yeah, 3 or 4. Like, the reason for that number is I grew up in a family of 3, but when growing up, I always wanted a brother my age, but I basically did have a brother my age, my cousin. He was only a year older than me. I guess I just want the youngest to experience what I experienced, having somebody super close to you grow up the same way.
Basically, because I grew up with siblings close to me.
Thank you for joining us on our comeback to YouTube.
Woo, 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 woo.
Peace!